Most of us have hundreds of notes scattered across apps, notebooks, and voice memos we keep meaning to revisit. And if someone asked us to find the most important idea we wrote down last month, not last year, just last month, most of us couldn't. Not because we didn't write it down, but because the way most of us take notes is fundamentally broken. And today I want to show you exactly why and what to do instead. So here's what nobody really talks about. Notes don't fail because we are lazy. They fail because of a wrong mental model. Most of us were taught, implicitly or explicitly, that notes are for storage. You write something down so you don't have to remember it. Job done. But that's not how useful knowledge works. Storage without retrieval is just a very slow way to forget things. And there are three specific patterns I see over and over that kill note-taking systems before they ever get useful. The first one is context collapse. You open a note from 6 months ago. It says, follow up on the conversation, really important. Follow up with who? About what? And why was it important? The note made total sense when you wrote it, but you wrote it without its context. And context is the first thing memory loses. A note without context is just a word salad with good intentions. The second is orphan notes. You have a great insight. You write it down in a new page. And then nothing ever links to it. It doesn't connect to a project, a person, a question you are working on. It just lives alone. Orphan notes are the majority of most people's libraries. They were meaningful once, but now they are digital archaeology. And finally, this is the most common one, the note-taking graveyard. You captured something, a great quote, a meeting summary, a business idea at 11 p.m., but you never did anything with it. Because notes aren't designed for action, they are designed for storage. And that's the core problem. So here's the reframe I want you to sit with for a second. Notes aren't storage, they are thinking on pause. When you write something down, you are not archiving it. You are externalizing a thought so your brain can keep processing. The reason most note systems fail is that they treat a note like a document, a whole finished thing. But the most useful unit of thinking isn't a document, it's an idea, a single atomic thought. When your smallest unit is a block, not a page, something changes. Because a block can move, a block can link to another block, a block can graduate into its own document when it's ready, or stay nested inside a bigger idea when it's not. So this is the mental model behind how craft works. It can change how you take notes entirely. But let me show you what I mean. Okay, let's start with a note I would actually have in real life. It's a meeting I just had. This is how most people would write it. Looks familiar? This is a perfectly accurate note, and it's almost completely useless. So let me rebuild this the way craft is designed to work. First, I'm going to break this into separate blocks, actual distinct ideas. One block for the budget constraint, one for Tom's suggestion on paid social, one for the design team loop-in, and one for legal. See how different this already feels? Each idea its own thing now, and I turn some of these into tasks. Now this one, probably need a brief, that's not just a note. That's actually a task that becomes a project. So I'm going to turn it into its own page right here, nested inside this meeting note. I will name it Campaign Brief Q3. And now the page nested within this meeting, so the context travels with it. Inside the brief, I can start structuring immediately. Objective, target audience, channel options. Since this is a task, I can add the deadline as well, so I can see it in my calendar. Just a few taps. It's now in my task system. It didn't leave the document. Now here's where it gets interesting. Watch this. I'm going to link this block to another document, my Q3 strategy overview. Now these two documents know about each other. Month from now, when I'm looking at the Q3 strategy talk, I will see this meeting in the backlinks panel. The conversation that shaped this strategy is one click away. What we just built in about a few minutes, a meeting note that has context, that contains a project, that has a task baked in, and that links to a bigger picture it belongs to. This note is alive and it will still be useful in the future. So let me give you a simple system in 3 words. Capture, connect, and act. For capturing, use daily notes as your inbox. Every idea, every meeting note, every half-formed thought goes in today's daily note first. You don't need to file it. You don't need to name it. You just need to get it out of your head. Daily notes in Craft give you an automatic date-stamped page every day. It's your thought stream, your capture net. The goal isn't organization. It's just getting things down before they evaporate. And then connect. Once something is worth keeping, give it a home and link it to what it belongs to, or move it to another document. This is where blocks and backlinks earn their place. When an idea from your daily note connects to a project, a person, or an ongoing question, link them. That's what turns isolated thoughts into a network. And then act. The whole point of a note is to eventually do something with it. In Craft, any block can become a task. Any task can have a deadline. Your thinking and your doing live in the same place, so you don't lose momentum switching between apps. So capture, connect, and act. That's it. It's not a complicated system, but it completely changes the relationship with your notes. If this was useful, hit subscribe and leave a comment about a workflow or struggle we should dig into next. And happy crafting!